guys, it's Korean's Closet, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the ways that I've been online sourcing, the tips and tricks that I have for you so that hopefully you guys can learn too. I don't want to hide anything, and I know some people won't share with you information about this sort of stuff, but we're all going through it right now. So many of us have never online sourced before, me being one of the many, and I just want to make this hopefully as easy for all of us as I can, so I'm definitely going to share with you my tips and tricks. If you want to, comment down below the tips and tricks that you have, the tips that you have to, that you've been using to online source, because we can all grow from it. I'm pretty positive that there's plenty of stuff out there on the big wide web for all of us to be sourcing from. If you want to keep it a secret, I totally respect that. Check out my tips though, because I want to share them with you. Okay, so I'm going to be reading off my phone, so I do apologize for that in advance, but I want to be able to know and remember everything, and I'm terrible at memorizing, so I'm going to be reading off of it, and I apologize. But let's get started. Rule number one is that you've got to have fun. Oh, no, wait, that's a song. Nobody copyright me for that because it was just a joke, so please don't. Anyways, tip number one is to know where you can source from. So obviously, with everything going on, we've become very aware of the places that we are able to buy things secondhand for a decent price. There's ThredUp, there's eBay, there's Poshmark, there's Mercari, there's so many places. There's even more that, I can't even think of right now. But there's Nordstrom Rack if we're going for those higher end sort of things. There's a lot of places where you can get secondhand items for a good price. And that is the most important thing, is to know where and who you want to be buying things from. So tip number one. Tip number two is this has become the most important thing for me, is to write down all the brands you've seen that are selling for good amounts. So I've learned so much from online sourcing. I've seen so many brands that I've never seen before that I might have probably passed over in like Goodwills and stuff. But I have started writing them down in a notes on my phone so that whenever I am online sourcing, I can just click on it and look. It's literally brands to look up, and it gives me a list of like high-end brands that I haven't thought of looking up before, but that are there. Tip number two. So the next tip is another brand specific thing. So Anthropologie has so many like house brands within it, and my best suggestion for that is to Google it. Like, I Googled what sells best in Anthropologie online, and it gave me a bunch of names that I've never heard before. And what you can do is just copy and paste those names, and like Deletta, copy and paste into ThredUp and search that. Because sometimes the ThredUp and people on Poshmark or eBay don't realize that it's Anthropologie brand, and you could get a good deal. But make sure that it's a brand from Anthropologie that's reselling for a decent amount, so that it's worth your time and also the cost. But it's nice to be able to do that instead of having to go to a thrift store and seeing the brand and thinking, is it? But also you can't check the tags online, so you can't see the 66170 RN number. So just be aware that you know that that is a brand that is specifically sold by Anthropologie. Don't try to go for the brands that you know have been sold by Anthropologie, because sometimes those brands, it's really complicated, and it's a whole nother video. But sometimes Anthropologie sells brands, specific styles of a brand, and then sometimes it's not Anthropologie, if that makes sense. It's really confusing. That's a deep dive right there. Anyways, post that thing on your Facebook. Post that message that says, I need inventory, who's donating. I'm driving by these donation boxes, and they are full. They're laying out around with boxes and everything, and these are clothing, you guys. These people, if you offer them $5 for a trash bag full of clothes, I'm sure you'll get your money's back, if not more. Sometimes you'd be surprised. Ask your friends and family. Ask your friends and family for donations, because some of them, I'm positive that you haven't told some of them, and that some of them might be willing to give you a lot of their great stuff. Even consigning stuff would be good to do right now, to learn that avenue of consignment so you can get a good deal. If it's free and you're just taking the pictures of it and posting it online to your followers, and that's a great benefit for both of you, and that could build a good relationship for higher priced items in the future. send that stuff to ThreadUp. And what I mean by that is whenever you do pay $5 for like those trash bags full of things, or you get a bunch of free items, and you know that a lot of those items aren't going to sell on your Poshmark, or if you have a specific style on your Poshmark and you're not wanting to put those items on there, send it to ThreadUp. ThreadUp will put it on there for you. They'll sell it for you. They'll take the pictures for you. They'll do all the not so fun stuff, and you can still get a few bucks off of those items that you got for free. So don't throw it back out. Don't redonate it if it's something that you know could possibly resell on a place like ThreadUp. Bundle, bundle, bundle. And what I mean by that is specifically for things like Poshmark and eBay. Sometimes Mercari, but Mercari's a little weird as far as bundling goes. They haven't figured that whole section out yet. So whenever you are shopping on Poshmark, remember that there's a $7 to $8, almost $8 shipping fee. So when you are buying an item, make sure it's worth the $12 you're going to pay plus the $8 shipping. Is it a $20 item? Because the shipping cost is now a cost of good for you. So if you can, stock their closet, see if there's anything you can find, see if you can bundle, and maybe even get a shipping discount. We want to sell things just as bad as people want to buy things. So just remember that. Next is taking shipping into account, like I just went over. If you're on ThreadUp or eBay or Poshmark or Mercari, you need to be aware of how much the shipping costs, because it's no longer $4 for that t-shirt, it's now $7 for that t-shirt, because that's how much it costs to ship. So is that worth reselling, or are you only going to make $7 off of it? Just, it's kind of putting us in a place of reevaluating it. And also the bonus of it, though, is that you can take that minute to open a new tab, search that item on Poshmark or eBay or wherever you're selling on right now, and be able to see how much it could sell for. Because you're right here, you're right on your computer and your phone, the internet's hooked right up, so why not take 2 seconds to really look into how much they are selling for. Bread and butter to even out your overall total. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you may be getting these really great, like, Fry Boots, Madewells, and Lafayette's and all that great, I said that wrong, all these great items. And what I suggest is also finding like these other items, these bread and butter items like J. Crew's and Loft and whatnot, and things that do sell still. Good morning. And so that you can get the chance to even out the total, so that maybe each item doesn't cost $7, maybe adding that item makes each item cost $5. So that's more beneficial to you. You get greater profit whenever you do resell it. The cost of good goes down, and it's just a good way to be able to even things out. And I think that that's something you should definitely be looking into whenever you are sourcing online, is finding a few cheaper items that still will sell for you, but that can even out your cost of goods. And that is what I have for my tips of online resourcing. Online sourcing is what I meant to say. Anyways, write down those brands you need. Be aware of the cost of shipping. Bundle if you can find a great closet. And of course, don't be afraid to send the offers out to the sellers, because if they accept it, it's generally probably a price that they wanted too. And also start looking for new places to be sourcing from, because you don't know what's out there. Some people are selling on their own platforms, on their own websites. But that is all the advice that I have for you. I hope that this was beneficial in any way, and that you are able to still be successful in your Poshmark business with everything going on right now. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe for me, and also check out my other videos, because I have a lot coming towards y'all as we are all on lockdown and school is about to be out.